If there's been a quiet pressure lately, a sense that something should have clicked by now, that doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you missed something obvious. And it doesn't mean everyone else figured it out and you didn't. A lot of capable, thoughtful people end up right here, not because they did something wrong, but because something changed. What if feeling behind is actually telling you something important? This feeling shows up most often after effort, after growth, after you've already done the right things for a long time. It's common in people who are responsible, people who follow through, people who built a life that used to make sense. So if this feels confusing, that confusion is understandable. Here's the quiet mistake most people make. They treat the feeling as a diagnosis, as proof something is wrong with them. But this feeling isn't a verdict. It's not an evaluation of your worth, intelligence, or effort. I want you to start thinking of it as a signal. That signal often shows up when something no longer fits, not dramatically, not all at once, just subtly. Sometimes it's a misalignment. What you're doing no longer matches who you are, and it feels uncomfortable. Sometimes it's transitions. You're between versions without a clear map yet. Other times it's outgrowing an old identity, one that once protected you, but now feels incredibly tight. The philosopher Alasdair MacIntyre wrote, "When someone feels their life is meaningless, they're often experiencing their story becoming unintelligible to them. Not because the story is bad, but because a chapter ended and the next one hasn't started yet." Feeling behind often means you're between chapters, and none of that means you failed. It means you changed. A while ago, I was nominated to join the board of a community I've loved and enjoyed for years. Years earlier, months earlier, even, I would have said yes without hesitation. It fit an older version of me perfectly. In fact, for 49 years, it fit that version. But at this stage in life, when I imagine stepping into it, the meetings, the identity, the energy, all that it would assume and consume of my life, everything in me felt heavy, not afraid, not conflicted, just off. That off wasn't confusion, it was information I didn't have language for yet. Most people try to make the feeling stop. They stay busy, they push harder, they try to distract themselves, they're forever doom scrolling. But when you numb the feeling, you don't silence the discomfort, you silence the data. And without the data, you're left assuming the problem is you. This feeling isn't the enemy. And I want to assure you, it is not here to punish you. It's also not here to shame you into action. I want you to think of it as a messenger showing up before your mind has words. The lie that forms here is quiet. It's a quiet, I should be past this by now. That belief doesn't come from truth. It comes from not knowing what this feeling is actually responding to. Feeling behind is often just change without language yet. So if you're feeling behind, that feeling might not be you're late. It might mean you're early to notice something important. This feeling might be useful, not just painful. And that's the one thing I want you to take away from this video. And if you want to stay connected with this conversation, you can subscribe. We're not rushing anything here. We're allowing it and ourselves to evolve.